to test your audio and video. Can you repeat after me? I'm excited to be a part of Super Tales contest.
I'm excited to be a part of Super Tales contest.
Please confirm whether you are able to see time cards.
I am. I am audible and visible, right?
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, I can see white, green, yellow, red.
So just one feedback, Nikhil. Your background is blur. So when you're using your hand gesture, that is also getting blur. So if you're okay, then we can go ahead.
I understand. I'm okay.
Okay. Toastmaster Nikhil, boomerang. Boomerang, Toastmaster Nikhil.
Thank you. So I have a confession to make today. Well, I'm a doctor and a scientist. Now I know it was very difficult for you to fathom this fact. How can such a good looking person be a doctor and a scientist? But hey, here I am. Now as a scientist, I've been working on a project for cloning. And I was cloning myself. I've been working on it for a lot of years. I have taken a lot of efforts. I've ensured that all the cells, the molecules, the feelings, the emotions, the memories, all of these things are put in the clone. And one fine day, accidentally, the clone came alive. I was ecstatic. I was excited. So I called up my boss immediately. He was excited too. So he came running. I made my clone sit next to me. I wanted to find out if he could make out the difference. He came. He saw. And I asked him, are you able to make out any difference? He said, no. You guys look so similar. So tell me, who is the clone? I very proudly pointed my finger at him. But to my surprise, I saw that he was pointing his finger at me as well. I thought it was a joke, but it was not. The surprise turned to horror when I realized that he was thinking that he was the master and I was the clone. Things started getting worse. After some time, once I was watching TV and our phone rang. Now, one of the major reasons why I had created the clone was because I wanted him to do all the menial jobs, because I wanted to do all the life-changing jobs. But you will be very surprised to know what he said. He said, Nikhil, the phone is kept next to you. Why don't you pick up the phone? Did you get that audacity? He wanted me to pick up that phone in the middle of me watching Anupama. It was bizarre. It was crazy. So ungrateful, so insensitive. I really regret the day when I had put all my qualities in him. And that was not the worst. The worst was yet to come. Somehow, he started convincing all my friends, my managers, and also my wife. And that was it. That was the last straw. I couldn't take it anymore. I thought I was the creator, and it was now time for him to go. I had to destroy him. So I hatched a plan. I knew everything about him. I knew where he went, what time he went, what did he do. I got myself a gun. My aim is not that great, but that was my best shot. I planted myself. I was waiting for the gun. I knew that he's going to come at 5 p.m. He's going to come out any moment. But he doesn't come out. What comes out is a gunshot, passing right by my ear. I got attacked because he was thinking of attacking me too. Now, we both were attacking each other and we both were shooting each other, and luckily his aim was also not that great. So we started shooting each other and we ran out of bullets. Once we ran out of bullets, we really fought like old-fashioned warriors, like with our bare hands. So he came close, and the moment he came close, we started fighting, we started hitting each other. And we called it truce when we started pulling each other's hair and wouldn't let it go. We called for peace. And I realized that actually it was a lose-lose situation. There was nothing for me in it to gain. I knew that the clone was actually becoming a master. What an irony. But I thought, this is what it has to happen. I genuinely let it go from my system. And I thought that maybe I have the talent, I'll do something. So I packed my bags and I started leaving. I just walked a few steps away and a hand came on my shoulder. I looked around and the hand was of the clone. He said, I have created you. So it is my responsibility to ensure that you have a good life. He proposed that, why don't we share everything? Why don't we just forget it, the name, the fame, and everything else? I was touched. And I realized, I learned a very good lesson that day. I realized that whatever, the world is like a mirror. Whatever we give is what we get. It's like a boomerang. So we really need to see what we are throwing it out there in the universe. Is it good or is it bad? Because everything is going to come back. And also, there was one more thing which I realized about anger issues. You remember I said initially that accidentally the clone came alive? I was super upset one day. I came home and I was holding a phone in my hand. The moment I came home, I just flung it somewhere and it went and hit the clone. Since that day, I've been having a shooting pain in my head. So, ladies and gentlemen, dear Toastmasters and guests, please do not get so angry. Otherwise, you might have a shooting pain in your head. So always remember that. Thank you. And over to you.
Thank you so much. Now we'll have 1 minute of silence for judges to mark the ballot.